Johanna.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my last minute gift idea series. So today's video is a tutorial to create a very easy and quick altered book. So this is a book that I rescued from the tip, and you can see it's got quite a bit of damage to it, so I didn't have any problems repurposing it. So the first thing you're going to do is take an old book and you're going to take a ruler and start tearing out some of the pages. So we need to do this to make room inside the book to grow and to add things. So if you left all the pages in there, the book would just become really chunky and it wouldn't close properly. So we need to take out a fair amount of the pages. I think I took over half of the pages out, and I just took them out at random. As you can see, I took a couple out at a time, and then I would skip a few pages and take out some more. So once you've done that, you want to take some pattern paper or any paper of your choice, and I'm just measuring the size of the pages, and I'm going to create my own pages to put into the book. So for the really thin sheets of paper, I'm folding them in half and I'm going to put them in folded, and I'll show you a few different ways you can do that to create different types of pages. But once I've folded them in half, I'm just cutting them down to be the same size as the original pages from the book. With the other pages I have, they're more thick, and a lot of them were double-sided, so I didn't fold them, I just trimmed them down to the correct size. If you don't have a paper trimmer, you can just use scissors or you can use a ruler to tear them down. Once you've cut out all the pages to size, we're going to start putting them into the book. So to do this, you just want to take some glue or any adhesive of your choice, and we're going to start gluing the pages down onto the shorter pieces of the pages that we tore earlier. So for the pages that I folded in half, for this first one, I'm just going to glue it down together to create a double-sided page that's a little bit thicker. And then I'm also just adding in some of the single-sided pages. So I'm adding some thick washi tape on the back side of the page just to add some extra reinforcement and to make it look more finished on the back. I'm not adding pages to every single short page that I tore earlier. I'm skipping some of them because I don't want my book to become too thick. So with the other folded sheets, you can do a few different things. With this one, I'm gluing it down as a fold out. So I'm just gluing it down the same way, but I'm leaving it open so that the page can fold in and out, just to give me a little bit more page real estate. Another page that I had was cut a long way so that I could create a pocket, and I just did that by gluing the edges and then folding it up to create a little pocket. With the last folded sheet that I had, I decided to create another pocket, so I just glued the page on as I normally would, and then I also added some glue along the bottom of the page only, and this is going to give me a nice big pocket space. Then I just went ahead and added in my last couple of pages, and you can see that the book's starting to take shape and you've got some nice interesting full-size pages in there to play with. So once I was happy with the pages that I had in here, I pulled out some envelopes and I decided to add some more pockets in interactive places. So I just did that by gluing some envelopes down, and I glued a lot of them straight down onto the original book pages to create little pocket places in the book. I also glued some of them down straight onto the shorter flaps of the book pages that I tore earlier. You can use CD sleeve envelopes to create little photo tuck spots. So when you tuck a photo into the CD sleeve, obviously you can see it through the little pocket there, and it just gives you like an instant little photo spot. So I also sealed some of the envelopes together, trimmed them down, and then attached them on as like a full-sized envelope. Another idea is to attach an envelope by the flap. So if you fold the flap over a book page and glue it down, then that gives you a very easy little fold out page that has a pocket or a little tuck spot. And then once I was happy with everything that I'd added in, I took my ruler again and I started tearing down any of the leftover flaps that I tore earlier. So I just wanted to tear these down a little bit more to give my book as much room as possible. You just want to be careful that you're not tearing into the actual binding of the book or tearing pages out the whole way, because it can make the binding come loose and some of your pages will fall out. So you just want to leave at least a little bit of the page in there so that you're not messing with the original binding of the book, everything to stay nice and secure. And then of course you can go ahead and decorate this as much as you like. I just took some of the offcuts of the pattern paper that I had left over and I glued some of them onto the pages that I just glued onto some of the original book pages. But you could decorate this as much as you like, and you could add extra pockets and extra envelopes, you could add photos, you could add your own memories to give to someone, and you could even go ahead and decorate the cover of the book if you want to. You could also create like a little kit of goodies to give with the book. So you could give like some journaling cards, you can make your own journaling cards, you could give some envelopes or some photos or some stickers, and give like a little DIY kit for the recipient to fill this album up with whatever they like, or you could just give it blank. But this is a very quick and easy project to make a journal or a photo album in very little time. And to be able to repurpose something that was going to be discarded is always a good thing. You can choose books specifically that need to be saved or need to be repurposed. If you don't feel particularly comfortable repurposing a book, there are books out there that are going to end up in landfill, so you can save them and give them a second life. So I hope you enjoyed this easy little tutorial. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I hope to catch you in my next video. Bye.